Councilman Bob Holden, who is a hero to us. Thank you, Bob. You're looking at
On need for tech support here, which is about Oh, I guess I got it. Yeah, you got it. I'll work on it.
I feel like a preacher up here, that's why. You know, looking, and again, I want to thank certainly Janet and Andrew, who got most of my sponsors on the 606 bill. Is that good? I like to be close to the other. Now, if that video didn't make your blood boil, I don't know what. This city, now, how many the older people here, like me, lived through this 50s, unsafe 50s, right? The 60s, the crazy 60s, the 70s, the high crime 80s, right? And in the 90s, we started to get a little better, right, with crime. But crime was 2,000 murders a year. This period now that we're living through is the most unsafe period in the history of New York. Why? Well, we have fewer murders, but we can't walk the streets. We can't go out of our homes. We can't cross the street. The most dangerous place to be in New York City is in a crosswalk. So figure that out. So that's why this is so, and that video, and we gotta get copies of it because it should be spread everywhere. And I drove in Manhattan the other day. I don't like to drive in Manhattan. We go downtown to City Hall. But I was going to Marsha Kramer's studio on 57th Street. And we were going midday, and I think Trump was in town too, so it got worse. It was crazy. Gridlock. But we had to get there, and then we had to run to City Hall. I drove down 57th Street, going to the west side. I could not believe the e-bikes, the mopeds, every imaginable, when we saw that, e-vehicle, in and out of traffic, it's gotten, since I introduced the bill, this has gotten 10 times worse. And Manhattan is suffering the worst. Manhattan, whatever you have, listen, I almost got hit outside my office. How many people have almost gotten hit by an e-vehicle? There you go. Most of this audience has been jeopardized, and many times, I was coming out of my house the other day. I live in a 1 and 2 family zone, and it's very quiet, and I'm coming out of my house, and this e-vehicle goes the opposite way, obviously. It's going down, I have a one-way street, but it's going on the sidewalk the opposite way. And I never looked that way, but now I have to. We have to look every which way. And it's dangerous, even if you do look around, you don't know what's coming from around the corner behind you. So, this is what I don't understand. We got to, and thanks for Janet and certainly Andrew, and this group is amazing. We get the most coverage. We make the most noise with this group, and yet we can't get over it. If I get to 34 co-sponsors on my bill, 606, it automatically generates a hearing. But why haven't we gotten a hearing with the majority of the city council members supporting my bill? What's the answer to that question? Because I don't know. Transportation alternatives. That's again, transportation alternatives. And when we had that meeting with the mayor, and Andrew and Janet can tell you, and Janet alluded to it, we had transportation alternatives on the other side of the table. And the mayor asked, well, we have this group's solutions. We have Councilman Holden's solution. What is transportation alternative solution?
Nothing.
They said, we have to get a holistic solution. The heck is that? When our lives are in jeopardy, we have to figure out, we're still thinking about it. And we need more bike lanes, enclosed bike lanes, and secured bike lanes. well, what I said, we all said, well, what do you do when you get to the corner? When there's a light, there's a traffic light or a stop sign. Who's going to stop? How many vehicles do you see stop for red lights?
Never.
Right. If you enforce the laws we have, how do we identify when they do go through the law? They're not doing it. And that transportation alternatives say enforce laws, yeah, right. And then when they hit us, what do? Or if they go through a light. I met with obviously technology companies that make the cameras. And those cameras can read a license plate on the back of an e-vehicle. So why not put them on? And I don't care about the fee. The fee doesn't have to be more than $20, right? I'm not going to discourage people from riding bikes or e-bikes. But e-bikes are not bicycles, like was mentioned. They're not. They can kill people, and they do. And they're dangerous, and people are not abiding by the laws or riding them. So what's the answer? Support bills like mine or Jennifer Rushmore. Rather, like we mentioned, rather the state do it, because the state could be better at it. But we can do it on the city level until they catch up to us. But we can't live like this, folks. We can't be afraid to go out of our homes. Here's where you come in. Any elected official that doesn't support a bill to rein this in and to license e-bikes and to register e-bikes, vote them out, because we can't have a dangerous city like we have now. We work hard. We all go to work. We want to raise our families in the proper way. We want to have a safe city. This is not a safe city. And any elected official that tells you that, just walk away. I'm voting you out. And that's what you have to say. So let's get together, folks. Let's keep going. We got a great assembly.